Ready? Exercise number 4. Legal matter. Start. Budgeting in India was adopted in 2005, and since then there have been steady budgetary allocations of different programs specific to women and in women related programs, which are usually part of the gender budget statement of the annual budget documents. This year has also not been an exception. However, it will be important to note that the pandemic year witnessed hardships for women in terms of food and nutrition security. A crisis of employment and livelihood opportunities, increased burden of unpaid work on women, and also increased incidence of violence. It is in this backdrop that we look at the provisions made for women in this budget. Two significant announcements that directly impact women's labor force participation were made by the FM in her speech. The first was to universalize water supply facilities through the Jal Jeevan Mission in both rural and urban areas and allocating a massive rupees 50,000 crore to the program. This allocation needs to translate into the reality of providing clean drinking water facilities across households in the remotest parts of the country. This is a welcome step that has the potential to reduce women's time spent on collecting water. The recent Time Use Survey 2019 shows that women spend on a average up to 55 minutes daily to fetch water for household. Having provided a steady source of water supply has immense potential to reduce this time and cater to the urgent need to improve household infrastructure for women. The second announcement pertained to extending the coverage of social security benefits for gig and platform workers. This is important in the current context as these are emerging avenues of women's employment in urban India. The IWWAGE report shows how attractive these opportunities are for women, and extending the social security coverage makes this sector even better. The budget allocations under the social security schemes for workers show an increased allocation of rupees 3100 crore under the Atmanirbhar Bharat Rozgar Yojana, a program launched as a new scheme to encourage new employment in past lockdown period by providing a fixed share of wages into the EPF funds. While this may be important, the budget does not provide extra allocation for social security of gig and platform workers separately. However, in the wake of the pandemic and its unequal impact on women, an analysis of the gender budget under bracket GB bracket out reveals certain underwhelming trends. While the quantum of allocations to most important programs for women reported in budget 2021 to 22 show a status quo or a decline, few accounting changes and a couple of interesting allocations towards women could be located. The announcement of Saksham Anganwadi and Poshan 2.0 clubs, the erstwhile umbrella ICDS Poshan Abhiyan scheme for adolescent girls and National Creche scheme and allocates only rupees 20,105 crore. The Mission Shakti Samarth clubs smaller programs including Pradhan Mantri Matru Vandana Yojana and Beti Bachao Beti Padhao. The numbers show that allocations to crucial programs catering to nutrition, creches and women's safety and protection have at best stayed the same if not reduced. The NRLM budget also shows an increase of almost rupees 4,000 crore from the previous year on account of the program component. However, the allocations do not make it clear whether the increment is on account of increased expenditure on DDU GKY or on account of interest subventions to SHGs or the loan moratoriums. Despite these dampers, an interesting allocation in the GB geared towards closing the gendered digital divide is also spotted. According to the NSS MOSPI date from 2017 to 18, only 38% of women own mobile phones and 12.8% use computers compared to the respective male figures of 71% and 20%. Thank you very much.